That turned Lakewood from a fading resort town into one of the fastest growing municipalities in America is not wealth. It is not politics. It is religious law. Every Friday at sundown, a 25-hour period begins in which observant Jews cannot drive. They cannot use electricity. They cannot carry objects outside the home unless an ERUV, a symbolic boundary made of wire and posts, surrounds the neighborhood. This means everything a family needs must exist within walking distance. The synagogue, the school, the kosher grocery, the mikveh, the bakery.
Everything that a family needs is in walking distance within a 15-minute commute on foot or by bicycle. Now, this is the exact model of what the United Nations is erecting all across the world. They want 15-minute cities. You may have heard of this before. So they're going to force people to move out of rural areas into one of 10 megacity zones. And don't take my word for it. Go to the United Nations website, and they have the Agenda 2050 Sustainable Development Plan right there on their own website. So once they force people, like they're going to relocate people out of New Orleans and into either the Dallas, Austin, Houston triangle is what they're calling it, or to the Atlanta/Carolinas area. Now, here's an actual map. Now, this Gulf Coast section is going to be a very small zone. That's why there's no circles here. And the reason why this is going to remain a very small amount of people is to cater to the oil and gas industry. But once now this is the actual map, or one of the maps. So with all these data centers moving into all these, way out here in the middle of nowhere, it's going to suck up all the water, and it's going to use a lot of the electricity in that area. So these data centers are going to force people to move to one of these zones here. Now, here's a better map. Now, once these mega cities are, so like they're going to put all these data centers all out here. It's going to push all these rural people into one of these areas. Now, once these areas are established, within these areas, they're going to be subdivided into what's called 15-minute zones. That means you are exactly 15 minutes away from bakeries, hospitals, restaurants, everything that a compliant ward of the United Nations who's currently residing in the U.S. district will need. Okay? Everything that they will need. And this exact model is replicated from what the Orthodox Jews are doing all around the country. It's pretty spectacular here that they are copying this.
A symbolic boundary made of wire and posts surrounds the neighborhood. This means everything a family needs must exist within walking distance. The synagogue, the school, the kosher grocery, the mikveh, the bakery. This single requirement produces, by accident, exactly what urban planners spend
That's why there is no...
So that's it. That's what the Agenda 2050, the United Nations Agenda 2050 Sustainable Development Relocation Plan. And like I said, data centers are going to help with the push. You're not going to have fresh water. And this is why I keep saying Detroit. You look at Detroit. It's projected to be a mega city. And I knew this. Detroit's coming back. Detroit has the infrastructure there already. But more importantly, they sit next to the largest freshwater reservoir in the Western Hemisphere, okay? The Great Lakes. And they're going to need this. All of this is going to be filled with people in the very near future, because all the other fresh water is going to be sucked up out of the ground, straight out of the aquifers, and fed directly into these large